Hey everybody, Ashley Page here. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's educational vlog. Because of this is a fun sports time of year, we thought we would have an interesting topic for you that was a little bit fun too. And that is, how much does sports spending contribute to the U.S. GDP? With the first half of 2026 packed with all kinds of premier sporting events, including the college football playoffs, the Super Bowl, March Madness, and the Masters goes on and on, we thought we would share with you what combined impact sports spending has on U.S. GDP. The answer is, like many things in life, it kind of depends on how you count. If you view it like we do, kind of in Southeastern Conference terms with football, um, and what we kind of call mainstream in the South, like going to a college football game with your ticket costs, concession costs, merchandise, travel to get there, television rights surrounding the event, it's about 1% of US GDP. It doesn't sound like a lot, but if you look at the total US GDP picture, it's a huge amount. If you look at the category more broadly, including events like, say, a camping trip to the Gulf Coast or a fly fishing trip with your friends to the Rocky Mountains, it's about 2% of US GDP. So I wanted to give you a comparison of what sports spending is to another sector so you would kind of get it. The 2% number is equal to the size of the American auto industry. So that shows you it's a major amount of spending in the country. Sports spending GDP is also growing faster as a percentage than the US GDP as a whole. What are the top 6 event drivers of the sports GDP number by rank? And make sure when you're thinking about this, you're including media broadcast value. Number 1 is the Super Bowl. I think we all know that. Number 2 is the Olympics, which if the US hosts it, certainly is that way. Number 3 is the World Cup. Number 4 is the NFL regular season. So you can see how well the NFL does between its regular season and the Super Bowl. Number 5, a little bit down the list, is college sports combined, like we're used to in the South, primarily football, basketball, and baseball. And number 6 are their all-star games for the NBA and Major League Baseball. All 6 have different types of impact. For example, the Super Bowl is strongly centered in television viewership. You think about all the commercials during the Super Bowl. College sports have a strong direct and indirect multiplier effect in many smaller markets. Of course, that's the case here. Tuscaloosa, Auburn, Athens, Georgia, Starkville, Baton Rouge. You understand the point. But we also looked at what international sports contribute the most to global GDP. In order, no surprise, number 1, soccer. It's played in over 200 countries with 3.5 billion fans. We love the next 2. I was stunned by these 2. Number 2 is cricket, of all things. 2.5 billion fans in the UK and the former Commonwealth nations, namely like India, Pakistan, and Australia. Number 3 really shocked me, field hockey. It's also surprisingly high global reach with 2 billion fans worldwide, mostly in Europe and Asia. Number 4 is tennis. It's got a global reach with major tournaments such as the Grand Slam, of course, Wimbledon, French Open, that type of thing. But it's got individual player star power just because of the nature of the sport. Internationally, more than 1 billion fans in tennis. So we thought you'd also like to see the top 8 U.S. valued sports teams. Number 1, Dallas Cowboys, $13 billion in valuation. It's the most valuable sports franchise in both the U.S. and the world. A second, this one, even though they've done a lot of winning lately, this one surprised me a little bit. The Golden State Warriors in the NBA, $8.8 billion. Third, the LA Rams in the NFL, $7.6 billion. Number 4, the New York Yankees in Major League Baseball, $7.55 billion. I would have personally thought that one would have been a little higher. Number 5, the New York Knicks in the NBA, $7.5 billion. Number 6, the New England Patriots of the NFL, $7.4 billion. Number 7, the New York Giants, also in the NFL, $7.3 billion, just below the Patriots. And number 8, The LA Lakers NBA at 7.1 billion. Also interesting, we looked to see what the three most valuable international sports franchises were. They're all soccer teams. Number one is Real Madrid, $6.6 billion valuation. You can see it's about half of what the Dallas Cowboys is. Number two, Manchester United, 6.55 billion, really right there with Real Madrid. And then number three, FC Barcelona, 5.5 billion. And then as a side, as we'll close, another international sports franchise that's really starting to break through in this larger valuation spot is Formula One. So we hope you've enjoyed that. That kind of gives you some semblance of what sports spending does for both U.S. and international GDP and the teams that are creating it. So we hope you've enjoyed this. We want to do this one for a little bit of fun because we've got so many sporting events coming up here of different variety in 2026. As on this subject and all others, feel free to call me for more information, any of our guys on the portfolio team, or just reach out to us in any social media platform. Have a great week. Thanks.